Hey everyone, Mark Scholz with Oil Respect. We're here with Kelly O'Donnell, President and CEO of Wrangler Well Servicing here in Lloydminster. Kelly, we've heard stories about the reality of the downturn in the oil patch, but give us a sense for what's really happening. What are you seeing in your local community?
Well, what I'm seeing is a lot of businesses are running about 50%. People are hurting. A lot of restaurants have been opening and no one's using them. A lot of empty hotel rooms. A lot of people, they don't want unemployment insurance. They want work. They want the government to go to work for them so that they can go to work.
So how important to your business is pipelines? I mean, we're having a national discussion about whether Canada really needs pipelines, if pipelines should be built. But you're not in the pipeline business, you're in the well servicing business. How connected are pipelines to the survival and the well-being of your business and your employees?
Well, from what we could see, the cost of rail transport adds to the price reduction that we get for our heavy oil. We need to get our product to Tidewater, we feel, to get the best price for it and future customers. If our businesses are going to grow back to where they were and beyond, we need new customers.
So obviously when we have 97% of our oil goes to a single market, and that market is pretty well going to, in the next 5 to 10 years, be self-dependent or self-sufficient in terms of their own production, that's something that you worry about.
Well, absolutely, and we've seen that with the price of heavy oil discounted over the last going on 8 years now at least. We realize that we need to find new customers, and if we don't, we're going to see our businesses not even go back to where they were in 2015, but we're going to see them get worse.
So in terms of, we've toured around the industrial park here in Lloydminster, we've seen some warehouses half built, we've seen some empty lots. How would you gauge the business, I guess the business climate in Lloydminster today?
I'd say it's terrible. I'd say most people are just getting by. Most people are just breaking even. A lot of people expanded through the good decade we had, and now it's hard to sustain that. Best case scenario, people are making a little bit of money and trying to keep as many people as they can. Worst case scenario, there's bankruptcies. That's what I see.
If you were given an opportunity to have coffee with some of our political leaders here in the country, what would be the first thing that you would ask them in terms of, or I guess your ask to our political leaders?
Well, the first thing I'd ask them, I'd tell them is, we're willing to do our part to work and build our businesses, put our people to work, treat them fairly, but we'd ask them to go to bat for us and try to get us markets outside our country, or in our country for that matter, that makes us profitable. I use the analogy of the farmers. How would the farmers like it if the railways were cut off and not allowed to go through other provinces? That wouldn't be fair. And that's the way we feel we're getting treated, and we feel that our leaders are not doing enough to help us out.
Kelly, thanks so much for your leadership, and we appreciate what you do, not only for this industry, but your local community. Keep up the good work, and thanks so much.
Thank you very much.